Conservation experts are expressing worry over the decline in the vulture population in Nigeria and Africa, which they say is detrimental to human health, the environment and economy. The experts who spoke in Lagos in an interview with Environment Today said this decline must be halted if the African region is to benefit from the cleanup potentials of vultures.
When you have, for instance, a carcass, a dead animal, what vultures do before it degenerates and starts producing spores, bacterium spores that will cause cholera, botulism, bacteria, and so on. Vultures go in there and clean up this carcass. As a feed, they are actually cleaning up these dead materials that will eventually produce these spores that will serve as sources of diseases to human population. But if vultures are not there, then it now leaves the room for dogs and rats. And we all know that these are closer to the human population.
The decline of vultures in Nigeria and indeed Africa has been attributed to a number of factors, including persecution by locals due to poor perception of vultures as harbingers of ill will or bad omen, use for traditional medicine, and poisoning in abattoirs for onward sale in wildlife markets. To address this challenge, conservation experts say there is need for more public enlightenment on the importance of vultures to the environment and human health.
I benefited from being an ambassador in, clearing some of my early childhood beliefs that, when you traveled, you see vultures around carcasses and the rest of it. There was a general perception that vultures are evil birds and people don't want to have anything to do with them. So this gave me an opportunity to understand better that it is a beneficial bird to us as humans. And then I've been able to also gauge the understanding of people. Every time I make a post about vultures, I get to see people saying that, oh, they didn't know that these are the benefits vulture, brings to the table for humans. So it's been a very interesting, enlightening experience sharing this idea with people and getting people to know more about why they shouldn't see vulture in that negative light.
A lot of use in vulture comes from the traditional healers, and if we currently we are capturing that bit of the project. We've been able to engage at high level with the traditional healer associations in Nigeria, the southern and northern chapters of the association, and they are committed to change their ways. And how do they want to change their ways? We are making strong effort to develop what we call plant-based alternatives to vulture use in traditional medicine, and this will be like a sort of like a guide for traditional practices when it comes to belief-based use.
The Nigerian Conservation Foundation (NCF) is championing this awareness campaign together with the vulture conservation ambassadors. NCF says it will not rest on its oars until every bird species, especially vultures, are protected from harm and illegal trade. Nkoli Omaudu, AIT News, Lagos.